Hi everyone, this is Erin from Sandpaper Road, and in this video I'm sharing with you my favorite budget craft shopping tips for card making and scrapbooking. These are my top 10 buys, especially if you're just starting out and want to stretch your dollar. So we're headed to Walmart today for some great deals on some basic supplies.
This is the section in Walmart that you probably gravitate to first, but I'm going to show you some things that are smart buys and not so smart buys, especially if you're just starting out. If you don't have a paper trimmer, you're going to need one. This one's 20. You want to make sure that it can fit 12-inch paper. This is not necessarily part of my top 10 list, but you are going to need to have a good, decent paper trimmer. Now you might be tempted to gravitate over here to the cardstock section. Well, of course, so here begins our top 10. Smart buys and not so smart buys. Okay, if you're just starting out, what you want, definitely, these are all $5 stacks. You definitely want to find a paper pack that you like, a pattern paper pack that you like. This is really nice. Look at that. Nice. Let's get some good one out here. Ooh, nice. Don't be swayed if it says mixed media or any kind of a weird thing. It's just the design. Look at that. Ooh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, that's good. Nice. Okay, so this is 12 by 12 paper. You get 50 sheets. That's good. It is one-sided. That's fine. Lots of different designs to choose from. These are thicker, so they're looks like more paper maybe. For $10. Is that the story here? 50 sheets. Oh no, because it's double-sided. Oh, that's why. Okay. All right, that's your choice. If it was me, I'd start with a $5 one. But then again, you get double for double. So down here is some neutral. I would definitely pick up neutral cardstock. Smooth, not textured. Smooth, not textured. You can get textured later. This is great. This is very good for $5. Do not be tempted to pick up just plain white. I'm going to show you a better deal, okay? So from here, get yourself a neutral, this one, or like a gray. That's a good buy. And get yourself a pattern that you like. Any pattern that you love, that you won't get sick of using. Those are your first two. Over here, now, I'm going to say that you're going to need some foam tape, but this foam tape right here is $6. It says photo save, It's permanent. I love Scotch stuff. I use their adhesive, but I'm going to say this. One roll, 150 inches by 5 inches. Let me see if I can do a little better for you, okay? In just a minute. These glue sticks are good, but for this price, again, I found something a little bit better for you, okay? Now the other thing is this right here. This is the size of cards we're going to be making when we make cards, A2, okay? This is $8 for 50. And yeah, you get the envelopes. But again, don't pick that up. Do not pick that up. I'm going to show you a better deal. Okay, this is going to be much more worth your money. Here we are in the printer paper section. Aha! Out of the scrapbooking section and into the printer paper section. Now watch this. If you go right here, you can see this is $5.48 for a ream Georgia Pacific cardstock, and it is 110-pound weight. That is heavy weight cardstock. If we cut each of these 150 sheets in half to make 2 cards per sheet, that is a lot of cards to make for $5.48. So do not get don't be tempted to get the cards and envelopes pre-cut, pre-cut pack. We can cut them ourselves. I'm sure that you wouldn't mind to cut a piece of paper in half. You know what I'm saying? That's a much better buy for you. Much better. Okay, here we are in the envelope section. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't seem that this particular Walmart has the A2 envelopes in stock. We could probably get them on Amazon, but look, you can get 50 envelopes. Now, these are not the right size. We don't want A6. We also don't want A9, okay? Even though they say greeting card envelopes, we don't want them because look, we're not making the size. These are for 5x7 size cards. They're a little bit bigger than 5, a little bit bigger than 7. There's no way we want these envelopes. No way. But we want this deal. So if you go on Amazon, you can look for A2 size envelopes. You'll be paying about that price. You'll get a lot more. That's a much better deal than the pre-cut. It'll last you a lot longer. This is in the school section. And I'm going to show you the most awesome glue stick I've had a lot of good success with. It's this one. This Homer's Extreme glue stick. It's really good. And it's got an amazing price point, $1.97. That's outrageous. It does really, 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 really well. I highly recommend that, and it's super inexpensive. Also, since we're in the school section, if you don't have a good pair of scissors, don't forget to check out, oh my goodness, I'm not very tall. These are, I personally don't use these, but look, if you don't have a good pair of scissors, look, $2.97 for a nice good pair of Fiskars scissors. So don't limit yourself to the craft aisle. Okay, they've got a lot of good stuff there. You're gonna be cutting a lot, so you'll need a paper trimmer and a nice, good, comfortable pair of scissors. Check that out. Instead of buying a roll of foam tape for $5 or whatever, take a look at this. Here are, and this is in like the foamy section, crafty, popsicle sticky, pipe cleaner type section, and look what I found. Look, peel and stick foam sheets for $4.97. 40 sheets. Now they're only sticking on one side, but look at that. Now who cares what color it is when it's underneath something you're sticking to a card? Honestly. So you get one sticky side and then you can add your own adhesive on the other side. That's outrageous. $5. That'll last you way longer than a small roll of double-sided. So if you're willing to improvise with your adhesive, you can really stretch your money. Okay, this is in my top 10 only because I personally couldn't live without it, and it's extremely inexpensive. It changes the entire look of all of your projects, and you are in control of it. And it is matte finish acrylic paint by Apple Barrel, and it is 50 cents, and I love it. Make sure you get the matte finish and not the glossy, because gloss finish will make your projects look shiny and strange. That's not the look you want. So stick with matte finish. They got a whole huge line of colors. It's also really good if you have a gel plate or a jelly plate. So super, super, super. Start with white. My strong recommendation is to get 2 bottles. You're gonna need a palette knife for this. Let me turn around. Okay, normally I see that normally in this section here, they have plastic palette knives, like separate or in like a little, I don't know, thing, but they don't have them right now except in this. So, but I want to show you, this is not what you want, this flatness. No, do not get a flat palette knife. Get one that's angled. See that one in there? Yeah, these are angled. That's what you want. They usually have them in a smaller pack, just a couple plastic pieces. But if you can't find them, this is $5, and then you get a bunch of brushes too. So that's a pretty good buy. You'll definitely use them. Still, if you can find a palette knife, this will not do the same thing. Don't think, oh, it's just as good. I mean, for this, you could just use a butter knife, a plastic butter knife. So you want to try to get one that has an angle. Okay. Also, while we're in this section, another of my personal favorites that is a good buy is this, for $6, this Canson watercolor paper. It's 140-pound weight and you get 30 sheets. It's really thick, but it will allow you to do a lot of cool things with paint that you can't do, you know, in watercolor things that you can, inks, that kind of thing, that you can't do with regular cardstock. Don't get the kind that has a spiral bound. You'll just be tearing that out and cutting that off. Even if it's perforated, just get this for $6. It's a good buy.
So here's a recap of my top 10. For our first one, we've got some smooth cardstock, some neutral cardstock, 12 by 12. Then we've got some pattern paper, 12 by 12, 50 sheets for $5. We've also got some cardstock, white, 110-pound weight for card making, Georgia Pacific. We've got a nice good pair of scissors by Fiskars for $2.97 if you don't have a good pair of scissors. We've got a nice strong glue stick by Elmer's for $1.97. These are all in US dollars. We've got some foam sheets, one side adhesive, 40 sheets for $4.97. You improvise on the adhesive on the other side. We've got a watercolor paper pack, 30 sheets for $5.97. And we've got Apple Barrel matte white acrylic paint for 50 cents in a bottle. I recommend getting 2 bottles. You're also going to need a palette knife. You can get a single for around $1.50. This value pack was around $4. Still a great buy. Get the angled one. You need A2 size envelopes. I found 50 count for $4.97 at Walmart.com. You can also look on Amazon. And don't forget to stay tuned for part 2 of this video and see what Sandpaper Road's going to create using all these supplies. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.